I'm Spencer.
I'm Rosie.
And I'm Eric, and I'm here to review a game from the ashes of the failed Yu-Gi-Oh's Dungeon Dice series, reskinned with the rising popularity of Pokemon with every microtransaction known to the mobile business right now, Pokemon Duel. Came out this last Tuesday and is a fantastic world where you play as a youngster traveling to an island to compete in a tabletop game that you've never played before in your life, so you're kind of insulting every other person going to this tournament. You pick a group of 6 Pokemon figurines and you go and play on a tabletop against another person. And there's a spinning wheel for the Pokemon's moveset, and it's complete RNG what move they're going to do. You can miss, you can use a purple attack, which is like poison or paralyze. There's blue attacks beat white attacks.
Hold on. No.
What the fuck?
That is the first question, but the second question would be, what console is this on?
This is for your mobile phone.
Yay. Alright.
Developed by Heroes. They,
Of this one?
just Heroes. Heroz, I believe.
And they say that heroes save us.
No. Hey, copyright!
The gameplay itself, you have 4 lanes basically you start off on. You have 2 points where your characters can spawn from and you move them across the board because they have a certain amount of spaces. The board itself is 6 wide and I think 6 long, so it's a 6x6 square. And then there's middle route that you can take that's like 5 squares long that you can try and cut through to get to the end goal. And the point is to get to the centerpiece in the middle of the board on each side, on each square, each side of the square. It's called your goal. You have to just move any one of those Pokemon to that goal and you win. So there's different strategies involved in this game, such as blocking. With Pokemon, you can put like really big, beefy, tanky Pokemon in a lane, and it just basically stops all movement. Then there's the runners, like your Greninjas. Your no, not even Pikachu. Pikachu's actually an attacker in this game. But you have Greninja, Leafeon, Flareon, like a lot of the 4-legged ones like that.
Rapidash.
They are your runners that get to the other side of the field and just kind of disrupt things.
Voltorb.
He has an ability that explodes and sends both characters to the Pokemon Center, which you basically never run out of Pokemon in this game because every time that you get 2 of them that are in the Pokemon Center, as soon as a third one goes to enter, it pushes out the oldest injured back into your menu, and he has to wait 1 turn, and then you can use them.
Alright, get the fuck out of here.
And you just keep throwing them out, and you keep throwing these Pokemon out. The only way to stop the opponent is to stand on their spawn points, and it prevents them from being able to kick out Pokemon. You can also surround a Pokemon. If he has nowhere to run, he automatically loses, and he goes to the Poke Center. There's
Jump a Pokemon.
Yeah, you jump them.
So it sounds like there might actually be strategy in keeping Pokemon alive on the other team.
Yes, and not killing them, because if you got one of like their Charizard
Like
or
if
their
Mewtwo's
Snorlax,
over there waiting in the wings.
Yes, he's in the Pokemon Center.
Let
You don't
me
want to
play,
kill. You don't want to kill Geodude because then that's going to bring Mewtwo
Don't
out
kill
in the
that
next
Caterpie
round.
real quick.
There's also a card aspect that you can use to buff the characters.
Okay.
You can get extra roll chances because there's literally a Price is Right wheel that spins. And you hit stop, and then it can be like, oh, it landed on miss. What did they land on? Do 30 damage. Oh, I lost that round. You can also do, I did 30 damage, you did 40 damage. You win, my character goes straight to the graveyard.
So is there a way
graveyard
Or Poke Center.
So is there a way to influence the chances of getting a better roll?
Yes, there is. You can infuse your characters with other Pokemon or items that you get by spending coins to then level your character up. Every level you level them up reduces the pie percentage of missing or dodging or however you want to adjust the chart. So the higher level you get your Pokemon, the more you can adjust their
That
ratios.
sounds great.
Yeah.
How much?
It is free to
Oh,
play this
what?
game.
No. How much for the chance? I want that.
Well, so it's free if you play a lot and you get a lot of coins, and you can then fuse things in. But I'd say about you got about an hour of gameplay a day before you run out of currency. After that point, you have to you're playing just for ranking and the rating system. Which until you hit rank 1500, you're playing against AI, which is stupid easy. You can win in 2-3 moves. But as soon as you go to fight an actual player, they have a stupid weight system that if they have a bad connection and you can't make a move because you're waiting for their connection speed to reconnect.
Like if they're playing on an iPhone or something?
Yeah, if they're playing on an iPhone or something, they're basically off Wi-Fi. If they are not on Wi-Fi and you're trying to play against them, the weight system will count down against you. Your wait time will be going down. You're only allowed like 5 minutes, I believe. So if it's your turn and you can't move because your opponent's connection sucks, your wait time is going down and down and down.
We're going downtown.
And if you run out of wait time, if you take too long to make all of your actions, your opponent wins. And you lose ranking and they gain.
Wow, that sounds
Because
like
of
a super cheap strategy.
Abusable.
Yes, definitely abusable. Music in this game is great. Graphics, I haven't seen a bad Pokemon game graphically yet. They do a great job of fleshing out the colors and all that
Red and
stuff.
blue.
On mobile, I'll correct myself and say that.
What is that? Pikachu?
It's as far as pros go for this thing, it's a fun time killer. It definitely sucks up at least a half hour of my morning when I'm just sitting there playing it, running through all the different things that I can do. But at that point, it's a more involved battle system than Pokemon Go. So if you're playing both of them in tandem, you catch Pokemon over here and then you battle them over here. It's a lot more involved. It's decent. The kind of the middle ground of I don't know where to put it, like pros and cons for me, would have to be that strategy is present, but RNG is way stronger. I walked through with a Squirtle and took out a Charizard. I took out what's the green dragon one from
Rayquaza or
something like that. I took him out with a Squirtle.
Nice.
Because I hit 30 attacks and he hit miss. So my Squirtle killed him.
Good job.
And I took over the point, won the game. And it's just kind of like that. RNG is just way too strong in this. So you can use any deck and you can pretty much win. Some of the cons that I ran across, the loading menus take forever. You need a strong internet connection to be able to play the game. Microtransactions are everywhere. They have loot boxes, they have gems, they have coins, they have I think they're called crystals to outright purchase stuff. It's kind of like gold in Overwatch.
But
you use it to actually buy what you want.
Are they necessary at some point?
I think if you get into the more competitive rounds, the levels, yes, it will be necessary. There is a story mode in this that you can play through.
Oh, that's great.
It's where you can avoid playing other people online if you want to avoid that. Because
Who do you play against?
You play against anyone. I can play against any one of you guys right now because there's a room feature where it can connect you to someone in your room.
Oh,
you can connect to random people across the entire world right now. The game has been out in Japan for quite a while now. So it just recently came out to America.
Nippon.
So let me ask you then, Eric. When you beat somebody, do you send them to the shower realm?
No.
Oh my god.
No?
You don't send them to the shower realm.
All right.
You're not that
I'll
powerful.
send you to the shower room. There's shower room.
I'm already in the shower realm. Sorry.
Some of the other cons about this, they have time gates on loot boxes.
What's the time?
So you, depending on your RNG on what you get for a loot box, you can either have a 1 hour loot box, a 3 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour, 24 hour. So far as what I've seen.
So is it because of the quality of the loot itself, or what?
No, it's just
Random.
I mean, you get more items out of it, but pretty much, if you guys know anything about the trading card game, EX cards. So you have your EX evolutions. They're like the super strong Pokemon, like that you get like Charizard EX or Greninja. Greninja's supposed to be one of the rarest characters in the game. I have 4 of them. That's all I keep opening in all my fucking boxes. It's really annoying. I want more than just Greninjas to run at the person, but it's a solid strategy just to blitz somebody. There's some connection issues during matches that I explained a little while ago, the wait time thing.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of freezing in the game. It's a better launch than I will say Pokemon Go ever had. Overall, though, it's a free game. It's a time killer. It also is a battery killer. Holy shit, it's a battery killer. This phone, before installing this game, I could run Pokemon Go throughout the day, playing and whatnot. As I go in and out of that, my phone probably lasts 14 hours off the charger. Without that, now I'm almost dead. I got up at 9 this morning. It's now 1 o'clock, and I'm sitting at 19%. And I've played maybe an hour of it today. I have 58 minutes left on my phone. And let me pull this up real quick. Pokemon Duel has taken up 10% of my battery.
Your phone just tells you Pokemon Duel is killing me.
It's basically because it's taken 10%, but it's also keeping my phone on and checking the internet and constantly keeping up with what's my timer on my loot boxes and all that stuff. And as an example, I've also been playing Pokemon Go, which is supposed to be known for being a battery killer this entire time, alongside Pokemon Duel. That's only used 5% of my battery. It's half of the battery usage. So it's an interesting game. It's fun to dick around with, but do not spend money on it because it's a pit. It's just a money pit.
It's a Brad Pitt.
No, Brad Pitt, well, I don't know. I don't think I'd hug him anymore.
I think I'm a lot like Brad Pitt.
No, you're not. Thank you. I'm JD.
I'm Eric,
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Rosie.
and this was my secret review of Pokemon Go Duel.
Are you as disappointed as us?
Well, fuck.